for everyone tuning in, watching us build the 1,600 square foot house with a 2,000 gallon cistern underneath. We are going into month 3, and I wanted to point out a lot of very, very important things that we'll do a voiceover for. The last couple weeks, we had been talking about siding, how we had custom-made tongue and groove siding, but I wanted to zoom out and show you the roof. So we ended up going with an aluminum roof instead of a treated steel, mostly because we couldn't get the steel one in stock in the dark gray. So we ended up upgrading a little bit to the aluminum. But it rains really, really hard in Roatan, and we did not want to, hear drums on our roof at night. So let me show you what we're doing to compensate for that. Let's go in the house for a minute, and I want to show you all of this awesome insulation that we have. So that is going in our showers and our bathrooms. It's just concrete slabs or sheets, excuse me. Now we have the foam or the rolled insulation. Then we also have the foam sheets for the insulation that's going to go up on the roof. So the pink plywood foam boards, that's actually what we're going to put in the ceiling just to help soften that rain, because when it rains in Roatan, it rains really, really hard, and we definitely didn't want to hear that rain. But we're also going to put some additional insulation in on the walls. You can see where all the pink insulation is going to go. There's a ton of it, because I see so many people spend so much money on all these really great windows, but then kind of forget to insulate the house as well, because your windows only can do so much if the rest of your house is kind of leaking. And I wanted to take a minute to show that we're going to insulate the floors as well, as much as we can, because, I have little kids. This is going to be a rental property, even though it will only be for a single group. It's just nice to not hear elephants upstairs, especially when you're on vacation trying to enjoy part of your evening. You don't want to hear thunder, on any level of your house. So this is now the second story. This is the first time I took the gimbal up, because I don't really like using that ladder. But you can see we are prepping the roof. We have these beautiful pitched Honduran roofs or ceilings that at the highest point is about 16 feet. Lowest point is 11 feet. But we're going to throw that foam sheet onto that, which will really reduce the sound that we hear. We will not be able to hear rain with the seal on the sides, the windows, as well on the roof. So what I see in Roatan so often is many people get to like 90%. They do so many things, spend all this money to get so close, and then there's just a few details at the end that are skipped that kind of diminishes the returns on the investment that you made. I also wanted to make a point out, this is a rental unit, 2 bedrooms. I always put 2 sinks, and I always modify plans whenever I see a single sink in a bathroom. I just really like the 2 sinks. It gives you a lot more flexibility if you want to change something up later down the road, and also just allows for a lot more comfort for your guests, and so you end up being able to, get great reviews, and it makes everybody happy, and it really doesn't take that much space. Thanks so much for joining me on the installation and framing day. We are finishing up the electrical and about to drywall, so I'll come see you in about 2 weeks once we've got everything all drywalled. If you ever have any questions or wondering why we're doing something the way that we are, there's probably a reason for it. This is many projects in, and so we're very specific on what we are doing, so feel free to reach out. I always put my email and my WhatsApp number in the comments, and feel free to reach out if you ever have any questions or want to tour the house.